to be joining you guys today. I'm super excited. If you follow me on social media, if I invited you here tonight, you know how obsessed I've been with foreign exchange for the last couple of weeks. It's kind of seen my success. I've kind of taken you guys on this journey with me. So Janelle and I wanted to host this quick call just to kind of give you guys more information on what exactly Forex is, what are the tools that we use to trade each and every day, and why accountability is so important, and why we're actually doing an accountability group to help you guys become successful trading. But before I introduce the fabulous, amazing, money maker, bag collecting Janelle Cherry, I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit about my story with trading, so you can kind of see that I'm not that different from you. So I got laid off twice last year. I got laid off in February, and then I got laid off in December. My last day was January 29th in corporate America of this year. Since then, I've been an entrepreneur, and I currently own 3 businesses. The problem with that is that I have a bad attitude, okay? I am not sunshines and rainbows. I am very type A, very Capricorn, and I quickly found that I was getting overwhelmed and stressed out being a service-based entrepreneur, having to exchange my time for money, and I was on the wrong side of money, which Janelle is going to talk to you guys about a little bit later. But as I was, working with clients and putting in all these hours to be successful and to pay my bills, I started to look for something that would allow me to make my money work harder, right? So I wanted not only to grow my money, but I wanted to be able to make money without having to do more work, without having to physically show up. And I started trading stocks. Quickly realized that the stock market didn't move the way that I move. So I usually am up from 3 o'clock in the morning till about like 8 o'clock in the morning. I sleep most of the morning, and then I wake up again in the afternoon. So by the time I would wake up, the stock market was lit. And by the time I would get time to sit down, the stock market was closed. So I needed something that would allow me to trade 24/7. So when I found out about Forex, like many of you, I started doing my research, right? I went on Google. I started following hashtags on Instagram. I started following people on Instagram and was absolutely 1,000% lost. To this day, still lost, if I'm being very honest with you, because it's definitely an ongoing skill set that you need to learn. So I started an account with $300. I blew that account in 5 days. Why? Because I thought I knew it all, right? Janelle was blowing up my line, trying to get me started. I'm like, girl, I'm busy. I trade stocks. Like, I got this, sis. Like, I don't need you. Shoo, right? So very quickly, the market ate me up and spit me back out. So after that, I kind of took a break from Forex, and I started another account with another $300 at a little before Halloween. So at the middle of October, like I want to say maybe October 15th. More of the story is that since then, I made on average about $100 per day. Why? Because my mindset changed. Why? Because I had an accountability partner. Because Janelle is, helping me to make sure that I'm on the trainings, helping me to make sure that I understand what's going on, answering my questions, and really helping me figure out and navigate the Forex market as I use the tools, as I use the software, also figuring out how to make the software work for me. Because you can have all the tools, but if you don't know how to use the tools, it's going to be a mess, right? So right now, what I want you guys to think about is, why do you want to trade? So if we have connected before, you guys filled out a form and you told me, I want financial freedom. I want to not live paycheck to paycheck. Nobody in my family is really financially literate. So I want to start creating wealth for my family. Some people are like, I just want some extra money. For me, I trade every day because my grandfather is almost 80 years old and he still works. Every day he wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning, he goes to work, and he comes home at 5 o'clock in the afternoon for $250 a week. Okay? My grandfather is a veteran. My grandfather is an immigrant, and there is no reason that at almost 80 years old, he needs to get up out of his bed to go to work. So the reason that I trade every day is because I want to not only create wealth for myself, but I want to be able to say, you know what, Grandpa, here's $500 a week. You don't need to go to sweep nobody's church. You don't need to go take out nobody's trash. Like, you can retire and be good, right? And that's the reason why I trade, and that's what motivates me. When the market is down, when my account be looking a mess, and I'll be like, Lord, I'm gonna be poor. That's really what keeps me focused. So if you're going to get into trading, you need to have a why, because if you don't have a reason why you want to do this, if you don't have a reason that's going to keep you focused, you're going to quickly give up. You're not going to put in the effort that it's going to take to really learn the skill set of trading, and you're not going to become, an overnight sensation, right? So it's important for you to really have that why deep down embedded in you, because a lot of times we say we want to do stuff, we say we're going to get into stuff, we never see it through, right? We procrastinate, we half-ass it, we don't put our all into it. So again, it's very, very important as you hear this call and as you get into trading to really have that in mind. Okay. So now that you know about me, now that you know why I trade every day, why I got into this, why, I lose sleep, I want to be on all the calls and all the sessions and do the most every day, I want to share, Janelle's story. So Janelle, I found her on Instagram. So like I said, I was doing research. I was looking at the hashtags, and somehow the Lord placed Janelle Cherry in my path. And after like 3 days of seeing Homegirl post these $1,000 a day trading posts at like 8 o'clock in the morning, I was like, I got to get on this train, because I don't know if many of you know this, but all you need to do is make $300 to $400 a day to hit six figures. And if Janelle's making $1,000 a day, that's the train I need to be on, right? So I started following her for about a week. And I was truly, truly blown away, not only by, how she traded, but the fact that, she's an up north girl like me. I'm from New York. She's from Philly. She has children. She's a full-time trader, a full-time mom. She, super personable. She gets lit. She knows how to have a good time, but she's also about her money. And I decided that I wanted more people like that in my circle in 2018. I don't know about you, but being around my friends who are always constantly complaining that they don't have gas money, that they don't have this, that they can't do that they credit card, it's too much, girl. It's too much. I need my edges, okay, for 2018. Like, I can't be taking on all your problems. So I really, believe that I have manifested a different kind of life for myself, and God has put in my path amazing people like Janelle to really guide me where I want to go. So I just want Janelle to kind of come on and tell you about why she started, trading, how she kind of got here, and then walk you guys through a little bit just about Forex, what it is, so that you can kind of grasp the concept if you're a total newbie and you have never heard about Forex before, but it's something that's piqued your interest. So Janelle, take it away, girl.
Hello, everyone. Emily, I'm so excited to be partnered with you. I want to thank you for that awesome introduction. What we're doing here is such a wonderful opportunity, and the fact that we're able to present it and give it and show people, the everyday ordinary person, how they can create a daily cash flow for themselves is absolutely phenomenal. So just a little bit about myself. As Emily told you guys, I am from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, born and raised. Growing up, I did what society recommended, right? That was to go to school and get a good job. My parents, my father has been working for the city for over 20 years. He worked for the public transportation system. He's actually still working for the public transportation system. And my mother decided that she wanted to be an entrepreneur in her 30s. She opened up her own daycare. So entrepreneurship really kind of runs through my blood. My grandfather, he didn't have but a sixth grade education, but he also, owned convenience stores, real estate. My other grandfather was a baker. He had bakeries. So it was kind of in my blood. But being a young mother, I had my first child when I was 19 years old. I did what society told me to do, which was you have that baby, you go to college, you get a good job, right? But what I found in working in the workforce was that I didn't have a bad attitude, but I had a problem with people bossing me around. Sometimes you're young. If you're a minority in the office, they treat you a little different. So it didn't sit well with me. And it wasn't until I had my second child that I decided that I was tired of exchanging my hours for dollars, okay? And exchanging my hours for dollars, my second child, my son, he had developed some type of ailment. And I was uncomfortable asking the boss or my boss, who I did all the work for anyway, for the day off. Just think about it. I was a supervisor. I had a phone on me 24/7. I had to be, I had to be on call all the time and care for two children, one with a sickness. So that didn't really sit well with me. So one day I went into my boss's office. I told him that I was taking a leave of absence because I was actually uncomfortable asking him for my time to take care of my child. It did not sit well with me. But what he didn't know was that my leave of absence was me saying I was never coming back to the workforce. So that was 2012 that I decided to step out on a leap of faith, step outside of corporate America. I packed my trunk 1 o'clock in the morning and I drove to Atlanta. I had one check coming to me, guys, one check. Can you imagine? All you have is $1,200 coming, $2,200 coming to you because I had used up all my PTO. I didn't know where my next paycheck was coming from. I had family and friends that were looking to support me because they knew that I was looking for a better life for my kids. And I really did luck up. So in doing that and moving to Atlanta, with one check away, I had a plan to find my purpose. So my goal was to find a way that I could create generational wealth. Now, of course, my entrepreneurial mind has so many ideas. You know, I do graphic design. That was a way that I created a stream of cash flow. I did virtual assisting. That was another way that I created a stream of cash flow. I did everything actually under the sun for me not to have to clock in for someone. And that was the determining factor of me changing my life. So fast forward to November 2016, I was on Facebook. I was always interested in learning how to trade in the stock market. And I came across a video of a young woman, actually my mentor in this industry by the name of Dr. China Beckley. And she was talking about the foreign exchange market. So I looked at it and I'm like, wow, I always knew about currency exchange, but I didn't know that when you buy a bottle of wine, that's already paid in euros and US dollars. Or when you go to Mexico and you're exchanging your US dollars for Mexican pesos, that the banks are making money when you do that exchange. I wanted to be a part of that, And the reason that I needed to make this decision was, for one, my children. I want my children to become creators. I have an 8-year-old son. He's all well now, and he's so excited because he himself is learning this skill set, so he doesn't have to turn around and work for anyone. So he's going to be a 10-year-old trader, making money from his phone. My mother, it makes me very uncomfortable. My mom had to give up her business, and she is now a leasing agent for an apartment complex. And it makes me uncomfortable for me to have to send her mace and a stun gun and this and that, and for her to be showing apartments and to hear about a guy locking the door behind them when she goes in. So I wanted to free my mother from her job. And then another thing was for me to have time freedom. I don't like being told where to be and what time to be there, and I think we all have that in us. We want to do and wake up when we want to. Of course, my kids have me on a schedule, but when I drop them off at 7:30, I come back and I lay in my bed and I hop on the trading sessions, okay? And another reason why I wanted to participate in this amazing opportunity was to travel the world. What we're doing here is trading in an industry where you can do it from anywhere in the world as long as you're connected to Wi-Fi. The power of the internet, So as I said, November in 2016, I was introduced to Forex, and I saw people that looked like me that were young and savvy and creating daily cash flow from their phones. And I had to be a part of that. Like, I absolutely had to be a part of it. So I was introduced to a skill set that was not only going to free me, but change my financial future and allow me to check off everything that I had on my vision board from 2 years ago. I looked at my vision board. I still have it. I never changed it. I never made a new one. And every single thing that I had on there, I have achieved. The luxury vehicle, the BMW, is sitting in my garage. The house, I just bought my first home in an area that I came to visit 6 years ago. I came to Atlanta 6 years ago saying I was going to move here. We just closed on our first home 2 months ago, and God expanded my territory from a 500 square foot apartment with 2 children to over 3,500 square feet. So what is it that I'm talking about? See, there are 4 different ways that we make money, okay? And I don't know how many of you have ever heard of Robert Kiyosaki, but he's a best-selling author on finance and real estate. And he is the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. and he created the cash flow quadrant. Just a little synopsis about Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He grew up with two fathers. His biological father told him, like a lot of our parents did, you go to school, get a job, get into debt. You go work that job and pay those student loans back, and you're really living paycheck to paycheck. And his stepfather kind of told him the way to wealth, how to invest and things like that. So there's a left side of money, and then there's the right side of money, okay? Now, on the left side of money, we have active and earned income. Now, 95% of the population reside on the left side of money. And the employee quadrant, which we all have been or all are on, we are exchanging our time and effort for money, okay? Which means if we do not show up to work, we do not get paid. The employee quadrant is in a dangerous space to be in. Why is that? Because what happens is you eventually run out of time. People do their 40 years and then they get paid 40% of what it is that they spent their 40 years doing. So it's actually a dangerous place to be. And then we move into the self-employed quadrant, where we have people who work for themselves, they make the money, but they don't have any time to enjoy it. And it's another form of earned or active income, because if you don't show up, you do not get paid. If that hairstylist doesn't show up to that chair every day, he or she does not get paid. If that doctor doesn't deliver babies, he or she does not get paid. If that lawyer doesn't win cases, he or she doesn't get paid a lot, right? So a self-employed quadrant is a dangerous place to be because you don't have any leverage. But what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to go from the left side of money to the right side of money, to the business owners and investors. See, the business owner understands systems and how they can work for them and how to build assets. They know how to leverage from having a network of people work together for the same goal, okay? Then we have our investors quadrant, where you have unlimited income potential and your money is constantly working for you. So we're going to teach you how to go from the left side of money to the right side of money. So I need you guys to type in the chat, are you ready to get on the right side of money? Next slide. The way that we're going to achieve that is by participating in the largest, most liquid financial market in the world. That is the foreign exchange market. What is Forex? Forex is the buying and selling of one currency for another, okay? Money's always being exchanged, nation to nation, hand to hand. That is something that is never going to change, right? And in doing that, we are able to participate just from our smart devices. I always say, if your smartphone doesn't make you any money, it's not a smartphone, it's a dumb phone, okay? So the foreign exchange market is open 24 hours a day, 5.5 days a week. Every single day, $5.3 trillion goes up for grabs. And you're able to swim in the foreign exchange sea and take your piece of the pie. And as I said, you're able to trade on any device. You can trade on your Android, your iPhone, your iPad, and whatever other kind of tablet that you have, as well as your computer. So it's really, really amazing. And what we're essentially doing is what the upper echelon and the large banks and institutions have been doing for years, okay? And we're taking Wall Street and bringing it to Main Street. We're taking Wall Street and bringing it to the everyday, ordinary person, letting them participate in something that was hidden from us when you used to need tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars, and now you can start with a minimum startup. Next slide. So how can you claim your financial independence? I'm going to go over the tools that is going to help you move from the left side of money to the right side of money. And the first tool that I'm going to talk about is our IML Academy. This is the complete Forex mastery course. This is where you're going to learn how to trade like the pros, okay? There are over 60 recorded videos that you can review at your own pace. The thing I love about IML Academy is because it gives you a trajectory of where you need to be. It goes from beginners, intermediate, To advanced 1 and 2, it goes over technical analysis for those people who want to be advanced with it. And you can really see your progress in trading the foreign exchange market. You're not in a rush to learn it. You're not in a rush to complete these courses. It's a self-paced educational platform, okay, where you're learning how to trade like the experts. But let me move on to our next tool, which is our IML TV. This is my absolute favorite. This is our live Forex education and mentorship, where you are able to participate and chat and interact with the top traders in this industry. We have over 75 hours of live Forex education every single week. It is in multiple languages. And I'm telling you, and Emily tell you this, it's so amazing because sometimes you'll be in the chat and you'll see people checking in from South Africa, from Hong Kong, from Australia, from Belgium, from Trinidad. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. And many of the trading sessions are at different times throughout the day. So even if it doesn't fit in for you to join on the New York session, you can come in at 7 p.m. during a Tokyo session, or you can trade your money when the banks trade their money overnight at 2 a.m. We have a London session. Guys, let me just share a little fact for you. The banks do something every single night. You ever put your check in the bank and they tell you it's going to take 24 to 72 hours to clear, and you're like, why? The bank is doing something called a bank sweep. So they sweep through our accounts, okay? They take the money and they throw it in the foreign exchange market. They take their earnings back and they give us 1%, maybe less than that, on our money every single year. We're changing that with iMarkets Live, IML Academy, and IML TV. We are showing you how to cut out the middleman and trade the money for yourself.
And let me just jump in real quick here, Janelle, because girl, okay, iMarkets Live TV. So last night I went to sleep at 2 because I traded the London session. Then I woke up at 7 to trade the New York session. I'd be on everybody's call. And for those of you guys who are like, okay, like why is this even valuable? Have you ever paid somebody for a $497 business course, or you paid $497 for this real estate investing course, or you paid $497 for this other thing? And it's like, before you can actually use the skill, you have to go through the whole course, right? So for example, I paid $197 for a how to flip houses course, right? It was like a 6-week program. First of all, I didn't even finish it. Second of all, I needed to go and learn everything in that 6-week course before I could implement it. I don't know what's going on, right? I don't know what's up, what's down, where the euro at, where the USD at. All I know is that I get on here at 8 o'clock on Monday, mornings usually. I try to get on like 2 or 3 times a week, but I always get on Monday. And I know that Lex is going to get me lit in the New York session. He's going to tell you, hey, pay attention. The market might be doing this. Hey, pay attention. The market might be doing that. Oh, if you're in this trade and it looks bad, don't worry, because the market is set to go back up. So don't like freak out, right? So Lex is my best friend. I don't know him personally, but that's my man's because he always has my back. Same thing with Chris Derrick, who he does the London session at 2 o'clock. So you could be in there and say, hey, you know, I want to trade gold versus the US dollar. Like, what do you think? And he'll be like, oh, well, you know what? Now's not really a good time for you to get into that trade because of X, Y, Z. So you get to earn money while you're learning the skill set. It's not like you need to go through this 6-week course to figure it out. It's like you can jump on a session and immediately start to trade right then and there with the experts, right? So I always like to compare it to, you know, kind of like having a tutor, like an unlimited tutor at different hours of the day. Basically every day there's a session that you can jump on with an expert to guide you through trading. So you don't have to feel like you're doing it alone. So if I'm not available, or, you know, Janelle can't answer any questions and things like that, you have expert traders who are walking you through it, right? And I don't think people realize how lit this is, because literally it's every day, right? So you can wake up before you go to work and trade. You can come home and, you know, trade at 7, or if you're like me, if you're a night owl, you could trade at 2 o'clock in the morning. But there's really no excuse for you not to be able to do it and do it right, because you have people who are on here every day to help you out.
Every day. Yes, absolutely.
Doing the most.
So my next, which is one of my absolute favorite tools, is our harmonic scanner. This is your personal trading assistant, okay? The harmonic scanner does something and this is what the large banks and institutions use. They use a scanner. What goes up comes down, okay? And what the market does, any market, the foreign exchange market precisely, is the market repeats itself. It creates patterns and those patterns repeat itself. Well, the harmonic scanner will scan the market for those patterns and it will pull trades for you. All you have to do is look for your entry point. It'll say entry. You look for your take profit. It'll say take profit. And you look for your stop loss for you to mitigate your risk. It'll say stop loss. You just take that information, copy that information, put it in your MetaTrader 4, which is your trading platform, and you profit. That's it. This software that we have is privately owned. You're provided with all the info. As I said, it scans the market, and the harmonic scanner has a 90% accuracy rate. So I think that is absolutely phenomenal. Now, guys, I know everyone on this phone or everyone on this webinar has a cell phone, okay? And we subscribe to so many notifications. I mean, it's like our phones are always going off. Anytime you walk around, anytime you're having lunch, you're having dinner. I mean, some people have dinner, they're not even communicating with each other, right? They're in their phones. Well, what we have here is a app that is going to send you trades. I say it's my cash machine. I wish that I had the cash register sign noise when it sends me an alert, because that's what it is. See, Swipe Trades is a Forex signals app, okay? And you're going to receive trade alerts to your smartphone, just like you're receiving push notification when someone sends you a message on Facebook or CNN, ESPN, whatever you're subscribed to, whatever notifications you have on your phone, Swipe Trades will do the same thing. And just like the harmonic scanner, all you have to do is copy and paste the professionals, okay? All you do is tap a button, which is a notepad on the swipe. I'm just telling you, we just got a Swipe Trade, so Emmy, I think you should look at that. But this is what the Swipe Trade looks like. All you do is tap.
You late, I put it in already.
I know I'm late. All you do is tap these notepads here, copy that information, paste it onto your trading platform, and watch your profits come. It is so amazing. You don't need any trading experience because the experts are doing the work for you. So this dynamic learn and earn system works out perfectly. You're able to earn money as you're learning a skill set that is going to set you free and change your financial future, okay? Now, I don't know how many of you have went to college, but I know that when you're in college, you're not able to learn and earn in that same profession that you're going to college for. Next slide. Wait, I'm late. I'm trying to put this in at the same time.
I'll do the next one. So the next one is the Fusion Trader. And so I always like to compare this to school. So we like to use, a lot of like college analogies because it's just what makes the most sense. So picture the harmonic scanner like taking an open book test. It's like you're going to take a test, but in front of you, you have the answers literally written in black and white. Well, in the case of the harmonic scanner, is red and green. So it's going to tell you when to enter a trade, when to take the profit of the trade, and how to mitigate risk, which is called a stop loss. So basically, so you won't lose a ton of money, right? So you have your open book test, which is the harmonic scanner. You can jump on at any time of the day and the trades are updated in real time. So if you're like me and you like to sleep in late, if I jump on at 1 o'clock, in real time, the harmonic scanner is going to tell me what trades I need to go into at 1 o'clock. If you jump in at 8 p.m., it's going to tell you at 8 p.m. what are the best trades. So it updates in real time. So you're getting in the market at the best time, right? Swipe trades, I like to call it cheating, right? It's literally where you take somebody else's answers for your own benefit. So experts, literally same thing. On a notification on your phone, you get the trades, you put them in your phone, you go about your life, takes like 5 minutes. These are the two tools that I use the most, the harmonic scanner and the Swipe Trades. But now the Fusion Trader is the hands-off system. It is basically you set it and forget it. So when I started my account with $300 in the end of October, I set up the Fusion Trader. I have not looked at it since. Some man called Dark's Trader is up in there getting lit, putting in trades, taking me out of trades. It's a mirror trader. So basically whatever he does, my account does, right? So whatever he's doing with his money as the expert trader, my money is doing as the trader who don't know a thing that's going on, right? And that's what I want to stress to you guys, because a lot of you were asking me on Instagram, how do I trade? How do I trade? How do I trade? Girl, I do not know, okay? All I know is that there are some men on here and a couple women who every day they send stuff to my phone or it shows up on my computer screen and it tells me what to do. It's literally a recipe. I follow it step by step and I go about my life. So when I tell you that I literally cannot explain it to you, is because I'm learning right along with you, right? So the Fusion Trader is great. If you're somebody who's busy, if you're like, you know what, I can't jump on the sessions every single day or, you know, a couple of times a week, you know, I'm going to miss swipe trades because my job doesn't allow me to have my phone in hand, or, you know, I like to, you know, I work double shifts, or I like to do things with my kids, so I can't be actively trading. This gives you the opportunity to trade hands off, right? And every single day they're going to put a bunch of trades in. So like today he put in like 8 trades, right? So it's a very, very aggressive, high activity option for you. And it's great if you're, like I said, one of those people who doesn't have the time to invest, to be able to jump in and get it popping, right? So I want to show you guys actually my account, because people be thinking I'm lying and I don't have time. So hold on. Let me stop sharing my screen and spotlight it, because y'all be thinking this is a game. All right, y'all can see me. So this is my account. Currently is on struggle mode because I have 1 million trades in there. But if I go to trade history, today, it's important to note that the market resets at 7 p.m., if I'm not mistaken. So at the trading day ends at 7 p.m. and then starts all over again. So between 7 p.m. and 9:34, I made $57. Can y'all see?
Wow, that's amazing. That's
First of all, I don't know
awesome.
who did this, because I was getting ready for this call. So this was either swipe trades that I had put in earlier, harmonic scanner trades that I had put in earlier, or the Fusion Trader. So I don't know what's going on. For the week, I made $555.
Yay, go ahead,
This is
girl.
literally not knowing how to trade, y'all. If literally they put a gun to my head and they were like, you need to put in a Forex trade, I'd be like, shoot me, because bro, I don't got it. I don't have the answers to it. So I really, really lean on the harmonic scanner. I go on in the morning when I wake up, and I go right before I go to sleep, usually around 2:00 in the morning. I jump on the harmonic scanner. I put 2 to 3 trades in. On swipe trades, it might vary. You know, some days we'll get 5 trades, some days we'll get 2 trades. It really goes based on what's going on in the market. So I'll put those trades in, and then whatever the Fusion Trader is doing. I do not analyze no trends. I don't know nothing about no trend lines. They be talking about Head and Shoulders. It's not the shampoo. Girl, you're going to get on these calls and be like, I don't know what's going on. But all you need to know is that you're going to be making money as you figure it out, right? And that is what's important. How many times have we wasted so much money on these coaches and these programs and all this foolery that we can't immediately translate into money? And I don't know about y'all, but I don't have time to waste, okay? I don't have time to waste. So I love, love, love this. I wish I would have found it sooner, quite frankly, because I will be lit. 7 p.m. Eastern, Ernest, right? Janelle, at 7 p.m. Eastern is when the trading day.
Well, the trading day slows down at 5. Commodities close down at 5 p.m. So that's gold, silver, oil. And then the Tokyo session, the Sydney session, opens up at 6:37. So the market does reopen at 7.
Yeah. Yeah, because one day I was like,
Sydney
ooh,
session
I made
to
money.
the Tokyo session, to the London session, to the New York session. So it's just a round the clock, 24 hours a day, round and round and round and round. You're always trading, okay?
Right. Yeah. So don't panic if you see your account go blank. Nothing happened. It's just that a new day started, because the time zone, I don't know whose time zone it's on, but it's not mine. Again, I don't need to know the time zone. I don't need to know what's going on. I just need to know how to copy and paste and type in numbers into my phone. Okay. So if you got 2 eyes and you got fingers, girl, you don't even need all your fingers. You just need your thumbs, girl. If you're missing all your other fingers, you can still trade. Okay, girl? That's all you need. That's all you need. So why y'all not trading Forex? I don't know. Why we on this call? I don't know. Because we should have been getting this popping. So the week is almost about to be up. We're going to tell y'all how to jump on into this thing and get popping, so you could go into the weekend with some bottle service money. Because I know y'all be in the club. Don't be pretending like y'all.
You are cracking everybody up. It's like hilarious.
because I be speaking the truth. Y'all know y'all
She's
need
so real, y'all.
Some Christmas
She's so
cash.
real. No, for real, that Christmas cash is real. And let me just tell you guys why Emmy gets that slide up for you on how you can get started.
Boom, it's here.
What we have and what we share with our members is a Forex financial plan. You know, we plan for a lot of things in life. We plan to get up for work the next day. Some of us plan the outfit we're going to wear, the lunch we're going to eat, the dinner we're going to have, everything, the route we're going to take. We plan for everything in life, but you need to have a financial plan in place. I know some of you may have 401ks at work. Do you know what's going on in that 401k? No. Do you get the report quarterly? Yes. Do you know how to read it? No. Do you know how they trade your money in 401k? In the foreign exchange market. So guys, cut out the middleman and take your life, your financial future into your own hands. So we have a Forex financial plan where you're able to grow your account daily, 10 to 12% growth daily. Now, I don't know if you know the power of compounded interest, but with 10 to 12% daily growth, you'll see a substantial amount. She just made $500. Is day 4?
Mm-hmm.
In 4 days. Is it Thursday or Wednesday? I can't
Wednesday.
keep up. Okay. No, it's Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So it's Wednesday, and she's like halfway through the week, she's made $500. Now, let's just say you made $20 a day, and you weren't as aggressive as she is. But $20 a day, that's $100 a week, that's additional $400 to $500 a month. That could change somebody's household, right? That could change somebody's household. So how do you get started today? What we have here, we have 2 options for you. We have our platinum package. Our platinum package is for the person that just wants to tap into the education, okay? With the platinum package, you have access to the education, the IML Academy and the IML TV, the harmonic scanner, and our daily swing trades that we receive from our CEO, Christopher Terry. That is valued at $425. With the platinum package here, you can get it for a one-time fee of $195 and then a monthly fee of $145. But then we also have our Platinum Plus package where you have access to all of the tools available. That is the IML Academy, the IML TV, the harmonic scanner, the swipe trades, the fusion trader, not including our supporter community and all of those other things, right? That is valued at over $800. Today, you can receive it for a one-time fee of $235 and then a monthly fee of $185. But we have a way for you to eliminate that monthly fee and for you to receive this education and these tools for free. Emily, do you want to go over that with them?
Yeah, so that's perfect because I believe it was Mindy asked, is this an MLM? So iMarkets Live, which is the company who owns this product, has a network marketing component to it, right? Like you can say, hey, I want to make this a business. I want to get commission for getting a whole bunch of people to join me. I am not in the network marketing portion of it. I'm just a regular customer. I signed up under Janelle. I am in It Works Global. That's a network marketing company that I'm a part of. And I already know all about like recruiting and prospecting and all this stuff. So I really wanted to do something that didn't require me to put in a whole bunch of work to make money, right? So while yes, iMarkets Live does have a network marketing component, you are signing up as a regular customer, as a user. You're not expected to recruit anybody. You're not expected to do anything, right? So while Janelle makes residual passive income from the people on her team, I'm just a regular everyday customer. And when I referred 2 people to start trading with me, so my best friend and actually somebody on Instagram, my account is now free. So on the 17th, when my account is supposed to set to run again for that 185, I don't pay it because I referred 2 people to it. Again, you don't have to recruit. You don't have to train people. You don't have to do anything. You just recommend 2 people that might want to trade with you, and now your subscription becomes free. So it's basically affiliate marketing. If you follow me on Instagram, you know when I wear something from Amazon, I'm dropping the link. If you want to know where I design my graphics, I'm dropping the link. If you want to know what tools I use for email, I'm dropping the link. Like affiliate marketing is simply getting a commission for referring somebody. In this case, you refer 2 people and your subscription's free. So within the first 30 days, as you join our accountability group, as we make sure that, you know, you can trade and you get money and all that stuff, hopefully you'll find other people who are also interested in trading with you, so you won't even have to pay the monthly fee. Because let's be honest, who wants to pay $185 every single month when they have the opportunity to not pay anything at all, right? Like if they told me, go to Syracuse University, right, tell 2 of your friends to apply and you could go for free, okay, me and Sally Mae wouldn't even be in this position right now, right? Like I wouldn't have to be deferring my loans, hiding from the bank. So you want to think about those opportunities, right? You recommend, hey girl, yeah, I'm using Shea Moisture. You know, this is what I use. Y'all be on Instagram story like, girl, yes, I'm at this restaurant. So guess what? Young Roos Chris is making money from that customer, but you're not making money from that referral. So iMarkets Lab, I love it because it gives you the opportunity as a customer, as a regular, schmegular girl from the Bronx, to be able to get your subscription for free. Okay. So I'm going to open it up just in case there are any other questions.
And I want to piggyback off of what you just said, because we do affiliate marketing without even knowing that we're doing affiliate marketing. You know, you get a good sweater, some good shoes, you tell people where you got them from. Oh, she's so beautiful. We get, you go eat a good steak at Del Frisco's and you drink that VIP drink. How do I know? Because I go there a lot. You tell people you got to get that drink from Del Frisco's. You go to a good hairstylist. You refer people to their hairstylist, okay? You go to a nail tech. You know, I go get my nails done at Nail Talk and Tan. They don't give you anything for that, guys. So if you could get something for free, if you can get an education, tools that are going to make you money. So even when you said the $185, who wants to pay that every month? I get that, right? But you just made $500 by Wednesday. That
Okay.
185
have you seen that meme of what's his name, of Dave Chappelle, when he's holding his money? That's me.
Yes. Why is this girl so funny?
Especially because I have 2 college educated best friends who's have their money sitting in their bank account collecting 1% or less. Like, girl, all she had to do was set up Fusion Trader and she's already in a better position. So
it's robbery. It's robbery. So we're going to open it up. I'm going to answer some of these questions in the chat. They wanted to know, what do you do with your money within a week? Do you put it in the bank or reinvest it? I personally will recommend that you leave your money in your Forex. Your Forex brokerage account is like your Forex bank account, right? Now you can wire your money every single week or take a portion out, but the larger your account is, the more that you can invest into the foreign exchange market. So what do you do? That question was for you, but that was my recommendation. For you to let it build until you're comfortable enough to at least take half. So she's going to let it build to $5,000 to $10,000. And when she gets to $10,000, she's going to withdraw 5 and leave 5 in there to continue to compound that growth.
Right. Yeah. So my plan is, like I said, I started my account with $300. It's currently at, because y'all know I don't be lying, it's currently at 1,568. My goal, according to compounded interest, is I should have $5,000, around $5,000 by the holidays. My plan is to roll out some money for these Christmas gifts, because unfortunately, all of my Puerto Rican cousins are going to be